Hi, I'm Photo Junkie from photoshopbus.co.uk. I'm going to show you how you can mask using the channels. So, I've got this document here, and this is just a quick example, and then I'll show you how we can mask this car so that we can change its colour. If I go to the channels and I choose a channel, make a copy, didn't have to make a copy, but I'm going to make a copy and then click, you'll see that it's selected everything that's white, in this case the square. If I maybe add some circles and then fill them with white and then click on the thumbnail of the green copy, it will select all of the white bits. So when you trying to mask with the channels, your goal is to make the thing that you want to select white, basically. Now yes, this would be quite an easy image to change the colour of this car, because we could do like a hue saturation adjustment layer, we could target the yellows, and then we can change the colour because it's targeted that yellow of the car. But we want to show you how to use the channels, or I want to show you how to use the channels, so that's what we're going to do. Let's come to the channels. The first thing you could do is you can use something called calculations. So you can look at the contrast of your colours and then come up to, let's just go like that, come up to image, calculations, and we want to use the main channel because it's got a lot of contrast. We want to set it to colour burn, and the blue channel because the blue channel's got a lot of contrast, and you can see that has darkened up the car. Now I said that what we want to select has to be white. Well, we can invert this image so that the black turns to white and the white turns to black, so you don't have to worry about it. If it's easier to turn the object you want to select black, do it, because we'll invert it afterwards. Let's try inverting that grey, and you see we get a little bit darker. Let's invert the blue. That don't work, so let's cancel that and let's just make a copy of that blue, because we want to work on a new channel. We don't want to affect the RGB of the image. And then let's do that again. Image, calculations, blue copy, grey, and we want colour burn, invert, no, channel, so that will create a new channel. Then we could do it again, image, calculations, and this time maybe do blue copy, invert, and colour burn. Click OK, and then Control I, and now we'll select it by control clicking on the thumbnail, and it's selected all that white. So if we go back to the hue saturation and change the colour like so. So that's how you could do it using calculations. Calculations on their own don't always work. Another way we could do it, we can find a channel with the most contrast. This one looks good, blue, so we'll make a copy like before. We've got blue copy. We can get our paintbrush. Now a trick, now if we paint with black, we just paint black. Another trick to do is change the blend mode to overlay, so now it will only paint on the shades of black. It won't touch the white. As you can see, I'm painting all over the car, and we can make the brush really big. Start again, and it works the same way. If we change it to white, then we can also do a Shift F5 using black in overlay. Same principle, won't touch the white, but we're just going to chuck a whole fill on it, even darker. And then we could bring up the levels and then bring our darks in. Okay, let's just finish the rest off with normal blend mode, paintbrush using black, and we just colour these bits here. We'll leave the lights, we'll leave this strip because we don't want to change the colour of the lights. We'll get rid of the aerial, so press X to get to white, and then invert it, Control I, select it, activate our RGB channels, go to layers, add a hue saturation, and then change the colour of the car. Let's make it a blue, bring the colour down, like so. So that's masking with channels, and there's a lot more to it. Definitely play with them calculations, and that's basically how you use channels